Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. Okay, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on a DIY show.
Welcome to Bollywood Does DIY. Episode number 1, change a light bulb.
I was going to do that.
Jen's parents really helped us out with the budget on this project by dying. Sarah Beanie has helped Andy convert his semi into a full boner.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely lines from a romantic novel.
I've been looking for you my whole life. iPhone maps are crap. She danced as if no one was watching, but people were watching, and she looked like a twat.
Things you wouldn't hear during an election campaign.
I'm probably going to vote Lib Dem. The public have spoken, and they said that I'm a knob. We plan to replace the glass ceiling for women with something much easier to clean.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely film trailers.
A UKIP film presentation, 101 Damn Asians. Russell Crowe stars as Bob Marley. The accent's so offensive you won't even care that he blacked up.
Unlikely things to hear in a school assembly.
Just this morning, we confiscated a bag of cannabis, and now we're asking all students to come forward if they've got Pringles. Well, I'm really sad to be leaving you as your maths teacher. I've got no idea why I've been made redundant, because I've always felt that I've given 110%.
Commercials that never made it to air.
Have you had an accident that wasn't your fault and has ruined your life? Next time, use Durex. Stephen Gerrard drinks Lucasade. This has been a Red Bull commercial.
Things a sports commentator would never say.
And here come the Coxers 4 so the women's tennis doubles can begin. What an incredible backhand there from the Qatari president.
All right, the next topic is unlikely lines from a thriller.
I will look for you. I will find you. And when I do, you count to 10 and try and find me. And that was the horrible moment that the comedian realised it wasn't a good thing to look like an Asian Rolf Harris.
Unlikely things to hear at the dentist.
Do you want a lollipop for being such a brave boy? Of course you do. That's why your teeth look like cheesy Wotsits, you little prick.
Unlikely lines from a children's book.
The dragon looked at him scarily. Little Hobbit stepped up to him and said, "Hello, I'm Josh Widdicombe."
I'm not doing the laugh. I'm not doing the laugh.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you for £5. Well, Cinderella, she said, I'm your fairy princess, Princess Monaco of Kent. And then you just have to try and pay your mortgage off before you die. Good night, son.
Unlikely things to hear at an award show.
And the award goes to 12 Years a Slave for most challenging work experience placement. And the prize goes to Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Unfortunately, Dawn couldn't be here tonight, so... In order to collect the prize, please welcome Sharon of the Planet of the Apes. And a spectacular entrance from Lady Gaga. She should probably cover that up. Welcome to the National OCD Awards. I've got a feeling someone's going to clean up tonight.
Unlikely lines from a romantic novel.
Sarah's love made him feel like a young boy again, so he went off to find one. Sean knew that the love of his life had to have a good sense of humour, because while she was laughing, she wouldn't be watching her drink. Sean, it's not even me, for God's sake.
Unlikely things to hear on a news programme.
As I report from my 6th day here in war-torn Syria, I think the lesson learned is that I should never have called my producer a wanker. There continues to be heavy shelling here. Romesh Ranganathan at the peanut factory. And David Cameron has delivered on all his promises to the Scottish people.
Things you wouldn't hear on a medical show.
Please let me assure you it's perfectly normal and the swelling will go down. It's just that I find you really attractive. I'm afraid there's been a problem with your X-ray. He's put a sex tape of you up on the internet.
Unlikely greeting cards.
At this difficult time, I'm thinking of you, wearing suspenders and a mask. It's a girl, not a woman, which is why you're going to prison. 21 years, and this time you'll probably die in prison.
Things you wouldn't hear on a science documentary.
He named the star after himself, and now we find ourselves looking at Arthur Cockmonster III. Scientists in Loughborough have found the formula to make the perfect cup of tea, which is quite controversial as the grant was for AIDS research.
Hello, my name's Dara O'Brien. And to try and bring science to the masses, I'm going to appear in a programme with Stephen Hawking wearing a ridiculous hat.
Just enough with the, you know... I love that hat, by the way.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. And I've got a massive head and a massive brain. But all I get to do in this bit is just press a little button.
I would just like to say that I think Dara O'Brien's a legend.
Unlikely lines from a Blockbuster movie.
Nobody puts baby in a coma. Say hello to my little friend. This is Warwick Davis. Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? It's just very difficult to tell you've got a lazy eye.
Unlikely things to hear on a travel programme.
And the most wonderful thing about a trip to China is you get the opportunity to meet the child that made your trousers. Yeah, I said it. The accommodation, the weather, the food, all of these wonderful things help you to forget how smelly the locals are. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Something about travel.
Yeah, I said it.
Lines you wouldn't hear in a TV detective show.
Welcome to Midsummer, Officer Patel. Well, I tell you what, Watson, how about this week you solve the crime and I'll ask all the stupid fucking questions.
Things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
And if you'd like to enjoy our coverage of the dressage, we recommend MDMA. Well, a nearly perfect execution there, but not quite as perfect as the one he'll receive when he returns to North Korea.
Unlikely lines from a children's book.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you, Keith Vaz. And was there a happy ending? Well, the prince did love massage parlours.
There's an Indian in the cupboard. I think he's hiding from UKIP. Oh, well, come on,
I've been in this cupboard for bloody ages.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a quiz show.
Here at The Chase, we just want to reiterate that our Chase is not called the Dark Destroyer for any ethnic reasons. Now, please, could you welcome our new chaser, Raj the Head Wobbler Patel. Welcome to Tipping Point, for people who are too thick to follow the chase. Well, that was the banker, and he says he thinks you're going to accept this deal because in his box is your wife.
OK, point at the end of the round for Rob, Romesh and Andy.